To talk about the market day, Josh Brown, CEO of Ritholtz Wealth Management, is still with us, along with Victoria Fernandez, Chief Market Strategist at Crossmark Global Investments. But Mike Santoli, we'll start with you. After a series of new record highs earlier this week, is the best way to categorize the action we saw in the market today? Stocks taking a breather?
Yeah, taking a breather. I think the market is kind of digesting a pretty aggressive move in the last month. The S&P's up 6.5%, 7% or something like that from the August lows, up closer to 8%. The big question is, was sentiment going to get a little bit too giddy with the market at new highs, the index is looking a little bit stretched, causing a pullback? So far, it's really just going sideways and churning a little bit and probably trying to cool off a bit as opposed to pulling back hard. We'll see if that continues, but I do think the thing to continue to watch is whether sentiment and people's positioning gets a little too aggressive after this pretty strong rally we've had.
Victoria, we're at record market highs or have been around those levels this week. Does that mean you've been taking profits?
We've been taking a little bit from names that we've had some disappointment on earnings and trying to find new names to put those in. Texas Instruments is one, Cisco is another. We're not selling out of names completely. We still like the companies, but trimming them back a little bit where we have some opportunity and finding some new names we think will have better growth going forward. Comcast is a name that we added to. Lennar is a new name we had in our portfolio earlier in the year, and we've added to that. But because we're kind of, we've had these new highs and we're looking to go sideways a little bit, we're also taking this as an opportunity to add to some of our more core value names like Coca-Cola and McDonald's.
Josh, the biggest moves we saw in the averages today came on the heels of headlines around U.S.-China trade and the possibility that a meeting or signing of a potential phase one could get pushed back to December, and there's debate about where such a meeting could even take place.
Right.
How much is trade continuing to dictate market moves more broadly?
I think it moves the market, but I think most of what you're seeing is algorithmic. I think there are basically bots that are reading headlines, and they're programmed to buy or sell e-minis in the morning, depending on what gets tweeted. And as somebody who I manage money for people, and we don't discuss it. We don't have conversations about the trade war. It is what it is. We've been in this paradigm for 2 years, and yet the market is making new highs. Yesterday, you had a new record high in small cap value. The companies in the small cap value index do not transact with China. So, I just think it's important, focus on the big picture. And by the way, if you look at 30-day returns, you have to really search hard to find a country market somewhere in the world that is not green on the month. So you could say that's because trade is thawing. Okay, sure, whatever narrative you want. The point is you've got stock markets around the world breaking out, 52-week highs, all-time record highs, emerging markets look better, et cetera, et cetera. So consider the context of each day's news and don't overreact because extrapolation will have you offsides.
All right.